official movie. Additional credits. What is this?
Long ago, we looked upon a foreboding sky. The memory of the star that threatened all burns eternal in our hearts. In its wake came an age of silence. Yet with each fond remembrance, we knew those encountered were not forgotten. That someday we would see them again. Perhaps it was no more than wishful thinking. But after the long calm, there are now the beginnings of a stir. The reunion at hand may bring joy, it may bring fear, but let us embrace whatever it brings. For they are coming back. At last, the promise has been made.
Nothing new. Wait a minute. Okay, alright, I'm just making sure I'm not tripping. Let me know if that's better. Are you saying that the volume's better? Let's turn down the volume. Alright, hopefully that's better. These controls are a little bit different compared to the usual. So, still trying to figure out these controls a little bit. Please let me know if that audio is a lot better or if I need to turn back on the Alright, hold on 1 second. Well, let me get my microphone, be right back.
I think we are all set to go, hopefully. And I'm pretty sure you should be able to hear me a lot better now. Alright, cool. Had to actually go grab the microphone I normally use out of the living room. Do we need to turn up the volume of the music, or are we all set to go with that one too? I gotta figure out which one it is to... Okay, I figured it out. It's that fast. Cool. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you letting me know. So I'm gonna be playing this till about 9:30 my time, and then yeah, I might end up. I have to go pick up my wife from work, so I gotta make sure I'm there in time. And depending on what's going on when I get back, then you know, I might have some time to play some more. But it is a very great time to find out that they finally released this on the PS4. I was extremely excited to see this yesterday, and I was hoping that was going to be the case eventually. And so last night, when I was actually kind of checking the PlayStation Store to see what they had out, and I came across this. And I was like, let me make sure I'm not seeing this, because I know I got it on my PS3. That I do know for sure. And then, you know, I looked at it again, it said PS4, and I had to. Absolutely had to. It was half price. It's originally like $16. And they had it on sale for $8. So that's another reason why it was hard for me to pass that up. I hope I don't die in the very beginning of this. Like, that'll suck. Because I've been getting into unnecessary battles. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All in is an understatement, man. That is a drastic understatement. I'm more than all in for the remake. You know, it's funny because when you download the game, you actually get a theme for the Final Fantasy VII remake, and it's the actual. All it is really is just the shot of Cloud. Hey, Patrick, happy 4th to you. All it is just a shot of Cloud from the, you know, a view from the back of him with the sword. But you get the classic Final Fantasy VII kind of music, and then also sound effects and some other changes and stuff with that too. That fucked me up. Fuck me up again. Oh, miss. Surprising. Not gonna matter. As long as I don't attack it, it's not going to counterattack. Yeah, the remake is going to be absolutely amazing. There we go. We didn't die in the beginning. Thank God. All right. Equip. I don't think I have any material. Shit. Oh, you had too much of anything. No unnecessary fights. I already saved this already. Yeah, actually, it looks like they have. Even with the engagement, when you come across the enemies, it seems like it's definitely a lot smoother. Yeah, I can't remember how much game time I put into this, man. Fuck it, it's alright. We'll get rid of these real quick. Yeah, that don't do much. Let me run away, please. I don't want to fight. Just trying to get out of here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I don't remember that neither. I really don't remember that either, Patrick. That's a good point there. That's a really good point there, sir. Pig feet and chitlins? Yeah, you funny, Patrick. Brother over here ain't eating no pig feet or no chitlins. Definitely no chitlins at all. Pig feet and chitlins. Yeah, y'all know how I feel about pig feet and chitlins. Y'all know it ain't happening here. Not on my end. I don't know, my wife might eat that shit, but not I, said the wise man. Give me that potion. I think the main boss is gonna suck is oh shit, I wasn't trying to fight them. Whatever. Well, I appreciate y'all taking the time out the 4th of July, trying to chill with me for a little bit. Even though it's not going to be an extremely long stream right now. No, Kingdom Hearts didn't. No, Trey. No, Trey. No, Trey. That type of slander we're not going to take here, sir. Kingdom Hearts did not rip off this game. Kingdom Hearts and this game are two totally different style. If you had a point that I would say, hey, yeah, you got a point there, but not with this game. That is not the case. That is definitely not the case. Cloud makes an appearance in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but it's only when you're actually doing, as far as in Kingdom Hearts 1, I can't remember when it is. I want to say it's like the, I think it's the Hercules challenge things, or he makes like random appearances throughout Kingdom Hearts 1. But I know Sephiroth actually shows up in the challenge part of the Hercules arena. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Cloud definitely makes an appearance, and Sephiroth, you actually come across him. Can't remember how, but you fight him in like this little area. I don't know, man, but that's a long ass sword. That is a long ass sword, man. Why would you want to take it that way, Trey? Why would you want to flip it like that? You know a sword doesn't have much width and girth to it, especially a sword like Sephiroth. That's why I say, why would you even want to take it that way? That for rain, how you doing, man? Nothing much, man. Chilling, relaxing, happy 4th to you. What about yourself? Also, good news on the Elgato part. So we'll probably end up having that, I'm thinking, by the end of next month at the latest. So that's absolutely great news to see and to know that is definitely going to happen a lot sooner than later. How long did it take you to completely finish Final Fantasy 7? Knowing that you own the PS4, what's the game you're looking forward to the most next year? I would take off Cyberpunk and Neo 2. I'm not really looking forward to those too much. Sekiro should be pretty good. That's the game by Software, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then, of course, The Last of Us 2. Kingdom Hearts 3 for sure. The other game is Ghost of Tsushima. Is the other game I'm looking forward to a lot. Resident Evil 2 Remake. It's probably, honestly, believe it or not, that's probably my number one game right now, especially knowing that comes out in January. At the beginning of 2019, or going towards the end of that month. Okay. So did you do everything, or did you just go through the actual game itself? Yeah, I totally agree with you, Patrick. Totally agree with you. I think Days Gone, I'm 50-50 about. You know, I'm not really. I can't say I'm excited. I can't say I'm not excited. I'm kind of lukewarm about it, but it's not one of the things that I'm really looking forward to the most, per se. But it is a game that's on my radar. It's definitely a game that's on my radar. But definitely RE2 Remake is the one that I'm really looking forward to the most next year. But you know what sucks though? Here's what really sucks. Here's what really sucks. And it's put me in between a rock and a hard place. RE2 Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 come out in the same month. I think it's like a week apart or a couple days apart, which sucks. Which absolutely positively sucks. Because I think RE Remake is like the 29th, and I think Kingdom Hearts is about the 25th, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to suck for me. But, I mean, more than likely, I'm definitely going to lean more towards RE Remake over Kingdom Hearts, because, I mean, Resident Evil just, it has a special place, and not saying that Kingdom Hearts doesn't. Kingdom Hearts definitely has a special place, but I've been looking forward to this for quite a long time. So I'll definitely get around to playing Kingdom Hearts 3. It's just that I will be spending the majority of my time playing RE2 Remake. It just sucks that it's within the same month. That's, if anything, that's what really sucks the most about it. Like I told myself when I seen the actual release date for Kingdom Hearts 3, and then I seen the release date for Resident Evil 2 Remake, I was like, oh, that sucks. I was like, y'all would do that to me, wouldn't you? RE2 is the 25th. I think, yeah, the Devotion both need is stupid. There are legitimately too many worthwhile games coming out, genuinely. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing about it, because it's not one of those things of where you're talking about, you know, a couple trash games. Like it's a lot of solid releases that's going to be coming out next year. So I'm glad I got that GameFly, man. That GameFly is going to be being put to use. It's definitely going to be put to use next year. Because it'll just be too hard to, it'll just be too much in my pockets, in all honesty, to try to buy each game and, you know, have one game sitting there for like a long stretch of time and not playing it. Like that would suck, man. That would absolutely suck. Read that. Yeah, they definitely upgraded the graphics on this and made them a lot more polished. God damn. Because certain things pop out now than they did before, so they definitely did some upgrades to the graphics on this. I hope you all are going to enjoy these Final Fantasy VII streams. Now, I think the one thing I won't do on the stream, because I'll definitely be grinding to try to get the ultimate weapon. That much I do know for sure. But to do what I have to do with the chocobos and stuff like that, and the dungeons and things like that, I don't think I'm actually going to stream that to you guys, because that's a lot of repetitive grinding and stuff like that. So I think that type of thing I'm going to end up doing off stream, and that way when I do come back on the stream, that way, you know, you guys don't have to worry about sitting there and you know, sitting through all that stuff, because that's a long thing to do. I don't know. Like I haven't played the original. I haven't played the original, honestly, Patrick. But I guess it's more like a Souls game. So I don't know. I don't know. You know, maybe I should give it a shot, but it's I haven't. I can honestly tell you that I have not played the original one. But I think Neo did pretty well, for what I understand though, but I just haven't actually played it myself personally. I played maybe 50 hours on the original PS4 release and recently picked it up on PC. Okay, so it may be it may be worth the time of me actually trying it out and seeing what it's like. Man, it feels so good to play this again, man. It feels so good to play this again. After not playing this for I don't know how long, after how many years. How much do we have? He already has that. I need to grenade. Long way. Alright, we don't have any materia right now, so I can't do nothing with any of that just yet. Using the D-pad right now, Patrick. I can't use an analog stick. Well, you can. It's just, I'm just not used to using an analog stick on this type of game. On this particular one anyway. I think this actually refills my health if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay. Cool beans. I totally agree. I totally agree. It's only right to play this game on the D-pad. I don't know. I just would feel like playing it on the analog stick will feel kind of weird. So, when this game first came out in 1997, I was just graduating out of middle school. Yeah, I was either just graduating out of middle school, but I definitely was in middle school that year. I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, so I could not fully understand like what the big rush is all, or what the big fuss is all about with the game itself, because I didn't have the system to actually play it on. I was always like a console behind when it came to you know, all the new stuff that had came out. So like when people had the PlayStation, I still had the Super Nintendo. When I eventually got the PlayStation for a minute, and then the PS2 came out, and then it was a while before I even got a PS2. Then the PS3 came out, and it was always the same thing. And the same thing happened even with like the PS4. Like when it came out, I didn't initially get it. Like I didn't get it until like probably like a year later or something like that. So when I finally had a PlayStation and I bought the game, and I remember I was sitting there playing it, and I was just like, I see the reason why this game is so, I can't say hyped up, or what the fanfare about this is all about. And totally understood. And so this has definitely been one of those things of where I think a lot of people that like the Final Fantasy games, or just like the RPG style games in general, this is definitely, if it's not at the top of the list, is in the top 5 for sure. But then at the same time, I think it's one particular one. It's the last, I think it's the last one that Square Enix had did on PlayStation was, and I've said this plenty of times before, as far as this particular game called Vagrant Story. And I don't think that gets the credit that it deserves, because it's a totally different style. But the what's up, Kevin? How you doing? Vagrant Story. Oh man, I wish I can go into detail about Vagrant Story. The only thing I would tell you guys is when we finally get the Elgato, because I still have it on my PS3, we will definitely stream Vagrant Story. And the style of game it is, the art style of it, the storytelling of it is just, in my opinion, I had a very, very good feeling about it when I had initially seen like the trailers and stuff, or the commercials and stuff for it back when it first started to come out. So when it came out and I got my hands on it, like, it did not disappoint me whatsoever. But it's going to be fun playing a lot of the older games once we get the Elgato at some point next month. Because man, this one, and like I said, Final Fantasy VII and Vagrant Story, in my opinion, are like my top 2 RPG games. Well, hold on, let me retract that statement. I have 2 more, which is of course Kingdom Hearts and Super Mario RPG. Those are my top 4 ever, for me personally. Yeah, man. Yeah, trust me. Trust me. See, Kevin knows all about it, man. I think people really sleep on Vagrant Story, which I don't know why they should, but you will find out a lot sooner than later. I mean, they have, of course, videos on YouTube and stuff about Vagrant Story, and you know, you can see some gameplay footage of it. The battle system is totally different. So yeah, the battle system is totally different, and a lot of it, as far as the game itself, has to do with the equipment and, you know, crafting different type of equipment and things like that. And it's a lot to explain. It's way too much to explain, but when you actually see it, man, you'll understand. I would suggest that you should, man. It's made by Square Enix, so just know that when you actually you get a Square Enix game, majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, you're getting a hell of a game. So yeah, I would suggest you check it out though. At least give it a shot and looking at the how it's going to be, and then from there you'll see what I mean. But me personally, I love that game, man. Absolutely love that game. I'm trying to skip through all of this tutorial thing because I wasn't actually trying to do that. Tactics in Final Fantasy XII are set in the same world. Okay, I had no idea. That's actually news to me, Kevin. I didn't know that. I got lightning and I got ice. I want to do restore. I'll give that to Tifa. Alright, I don't have nothing else. Alright, let us go. You're a complete Final Fantasy lightweight, to be honest. You had some time with Final Fantasy VII. That's by far the most. I think it's it's understandable. I mean, I'm not into the whole lore of like a lot of the older Final Fantasy games itself, myself personally. So I can understand why that would be the case for yourself. So I can't hold that against you whatsoever, not even in the slightest bit. I think a lot of individuals that came around to Final Fantasy came around at this time that this game came out, and didn't play a lot of the older ones, which I can say the same thing for myself. Like, I wasn't privy to a lot of the older ones as I was younger because, of course, you know, a game like Final Fantasy VII didn't pique my interest when I was younger. But even now, like, certain Final Fantasy VII, like Final Fantasy games, I'm not really interested in. even with like the newest one, like I wasn't one of the individuals that was, you know, going crazy about it when I knew it was coming out or when I heard it came out, because, you know, certain ones just don't connect with everybody. I think part 7 and 8 and maybe 9 are the ones that I knew a lot of people played, but I haven't played a lot of them, so you're not the only one, Patrick. Vagrant Story remake would be a hell of a thing to do, and that if it was a remake that were to ever be done, that would surprisingly be one of them. Because I honestly don't see that happening, Kevin. I really don't. And it would suck that that's the case. If they do like an HD remake, but I don't think it's going to be a complete like overhaul if they were to do a remake of it. But I mean, stranger things have happened, so I wouldn't be too surprised. But that would definitely be a hell of a game to remake, though. I haven't played Persona 5 at all. But I think a lot of people are like fans of the Persona series, so I really don't know too much about Persona myself. So I wish I could tell you more, but I really don't know. I really don't know. But I've heard the same thing too. Like a lot of people have been given and nothing but praise too. I think it's more anime style, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Keep getting the wrong button. Yeah, I know, right, Patrick? There's a lot of crazy dialogue in this, and the very beginning aspects of it. Even throughout some of the other parts of the game, as you get into the later parts, you have your moments of where you still get some, you know, extremely funny dialogue for the most part. Sort of funk acid jazz like. I wouldn't I wouldn't put acid in that, but I can understand where you're coming from with that. Hold on, I think I need to go back a little bit. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything down this way. This is more of like a jazz feel than anything. I really wish I was able to sit here and play, for a long stretch of time tonight, man. But I gotta make sure that my girls eat. And like I said, I gotta make sure I get the wife in time for work. It's one of the highest points you come across the soundtrack. Is this a PS4 exclusive? I want to say it is a PlayStation exclusive, as far as this game anyway. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not 1,000% sure. Oh, you're talking about as far as the remake of it? It's still going to be on PS4. I think you play it first on PS4. I think. I'm not sure. I think. This soundtrack has always been extremely great. It's very unique. It's very unique, and it sticks out the most out of any game that I've ever played. Like, it's crazy you can hear even the fanfare with stuff like that, and you'll know exactly what it is because of how famous it is. I'm trying to make sure I'm not running in, that I'm not missing anything by going straight into that into the drop right now. It's the only reason why I'm running this way. Okay, yeah, I ran all the way down here for nothing. The soundtrack is awesome. Post-victory screen are the best. They definitely inspire some. Yeah, absolutely. Let me run away, please. Of course, you're gonna get hit first, so I gotta run away. Just let me run. That's it. It's not that difficult. Thank you very much. I was going to start streaming earlier, but I was so tired. I was so tired earlier. It's interesting considering how incredibly Japanese this game and franchise is. Some of the music, I wonder how much is different. And I have to look at the actual chat to see what else he said there, so since he got cut out. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up the chat real quick. I'm pretty sure it's probably not too much of a difference. I think the music is the same. It's just the fact of maybe certain aspects of it. But I think overall, though, I don't think it's going to be anything different. I think it's all going to be about the same stuff that what we see. It's just the language is going to be the only difference. We'll play it. Yeah, people, you're weak as hell right now. Lead model. To waste that limit break on that damn thing. How much of it do you think is Americanized though? Oh, fuck. I was trying to use it. I was trying to save it. Yeah, you're right about that, Pat. Yeah, you got a point there. That is straight U.S. But I don't think it's going to be a drastic difference, though, from the, American release versus the Japanese release of it. I don't think it's going to be that drastic of a change. We'll go up. All right, I'm going to have to save here. So you bring it up because you much prefer what they originally created. I don't like Americanized. It does make sense. Some stuff is much better when you play the Japanese version compared to the American version. I think a perfect example of that is Streets of Rage 3, where they have the original voice and the original color of Axel from Streets of Rage 2 versus the American version. They have like that terrible voice acting of Axel, and then they give him that yellow and black color versus the white and blue. So I can understand why it makes perfect sense to me. Let me handle this real fast, man, and let me take care of all the stuff we need to take care of. If I happen to be back tonight, we will play some more of this, but if not, then you will definitely see me tomorrow for sure. But I don't know how long everything's going to take me, but I want to go ahead and try to get this knocked out as fast as possible. So I should be back, but if not, I will see you guys tomorrow, but we shall see. Just make sure that you guys have the notifications and everything, all the shit that you always hear all the time. And then I should be back hopefully, but if not, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. But let me handle this, and I'll be right back.